from CSMIS track. This session is the third session, and the chair of this session is Dr. Basil Bani Ismail, head of the department, CSMIS department. I welcome Dr. Basil Bani Ismail to to moderate the session. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Mastan. Okay, just I would like first to call Mr. Tariq Saeed Busaidi, and who will present the paper titled "A Framework for E-Commerce with Application to Online Auctions." The paper is authored by both Mr. Tariq and Dr. Hazem Qdadi from, CMS department. Mr. Tariq, please, you can start.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, Mr. Tariq, you can start sharing your system.
Yeah, is it showing?
We can see your screen.
Okay, today I'm going to talk about this paper, which is about the graduation project that I made, which is a platform or a website for online auctioning with the online application. This from the Department of CSMIS, and it was made by and authorized by Tariq, which is me, and Dr. Hazem Hamid al-Muqdadi. In this paper, the main feature of this application is that anyone can sell whatever item in this website, which is an online auction website, by just posting the product. This application allows users to post items so bidders can bid for any available product. Of course, there are some current applications that offer clients to bid on products like eBay, Mazad, and other online auctioning websites, but they are not very common in Oman. So in this application, it will be available in the region for everyone to be able to sell and post their products. Of course, keywords are online auction, e-commerce, and PHP, which is the language used to develop this application. Of course, the project profile is, we use the front-end tool, which is Sublime Text 3, and the language was PHP, which is very common used in creating and designing websites. Of course, the backend tool, which is MySQL, which is the database used to store all the data in the website. For debugging, we used Google Chrome because it is more flexible to diagnose and check whether the system is working or not. Of course, it was developed by Tariq and guided by Dr. Hazem, and previously taken college courses. Of course, existing systems, which is existing auctioning available today, they have limitation because they are old-fashioned or outdated. Of course, to participate in any auction these days, you have to be physically there. Of course, the first one is auctioneer and bidder must meet each other physically to interact or start buying and selling items or whatever. Of course, as we see, because it's not easy to attend, it will be time consuming for the distance and all the possibilities. Of course, current auction system has limitation of geographical boundaries, which means that if an auction is going on in Muscat and people from outside Muscat will have to make a long distance to arrive or to attend the auction. Of course, our scope is is to create an online bid available for 24/7, like any time of the day or week. So anyone can simply just go into the website, register, and post their items and let people start bidding on it. Of course, it has no geographical boundaries, which means you don't have to travel anywhere or have to spend time to attend the auction. Of course, the listed items can be researched, which is an advantage because you don't have to go there and check an item that you might not have the best idea of it. So if it is in online, you can simply just check the product before you buy it and make a research, and you will be until you be 100% sure that you want the product. Of course, our objective in this application is to provide a user-friendly auctioning site that is easy to use and basically everyone can use it. And of course, to provide a secure and safe registration of all users, like when a user enters his personal data, like phone number, email, it will be secured and no one from outside the organization or the company can access it. So he won't get any spam emails or text messages or whatsoever. Of course, the ability to search products of the entire site. So any user, whether a registered user or a visitor, can simply just go into the application website and check the available products without having to log in or what in any other things. Functionality. Of course, our system have the following functionalities according to the use case diagram and the functionalities. Of course, users can visit the site and get any available product information, like if an authentic product, like for example, an old watch, and you can see when it was made and all the available information you need. Of course, new visitors can register and participate instantly. So there is no like waiting or delay before any user can start and simply buy and sell items. Of course, after registrations, user can put a product for sale or start buying simply. So it is that easy for anyone to join this application. Of course, as we see here, the user and buyer, he can register, then log in. After successful login, he will be able to post a listing like and to add a photo, title, price, and description of the product. And of course, he doesn't have to register to view the products. So this is the example that we have. You can press register. After pressing register, you will have the following page showing your full name, email, and you add your password, date of birth, and choose your gender, and type your address and phone number. Once successfully you signed up, you will just have to put your email and password there and to access the application. Of course, you can see that there are some products that were recently sold from the application. Anyone can see it, the user, visitor, or even the registered users. Of course, not every project is 100% perfect, so we have a plan for future enhancement. Our application can be enhanced to keep up with the future technology or trends. But now we are focused on these points to to enhance. First, we
يعني
want
ما
to add.
هيجيبوا لي الشيء ما تعرف تجيبي.
Anyways, we want to add online payment. Online payment is very critical to add because you have to have a secure website and process to make it safe for everyone and to be trustworthy. Of course, adding messaging system, which means that if a seller has a product and a buyer wants to contact him via the website without taking his phone number, this will be an easy method. Of course, this is just a website, www website. Of course, we need to provide a mobile version because most systems today are in mobile versions applications, which is easier for any user to simply access. And to provide a two-step verification for logging in, which is more safer because no one can, for example, if your email was leaked, no one will have access unless you have two-step, which is confirming your identity via your phone number and email. And thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Tariq.
Thank you.
Just let us open the floor for a question. Please, if you have any question.
Yes, if everyone has a question, please go ahead.
Question. No questions? Nobody does that. Okay.
Anyone?
So, okay, if there's no any question, I mean, there's no question, we can move to the next, presentation. Thank you, Tariq.
Thank you.
Now I will call Ms. Ashwaq Ma'mari, the presenter of the next paper. The paper titled "The Role of Assistive Technology in Educating Hearing Impaired People." The paper is authored by Ms. Ashwaq Al-Ma'mari and Aisha, and also Dr. Muhammad Azaw from CSMIS department in the college. Ms. Ashwaq, please, you can start.
Yes, Mr.
So you can please share your screen and you can start.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, Mr. Let me share the screen. I will share it.
Yes.
I am here with another name.
Ashwaq. Ashwaq, okay, can you now share your screen? Ashwaq, can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. But not have network.
Network.
Yes.
Okay.
I think, Dr. Basil, excuse me, I think I got a message from Aisha. She entered with her brother account, Abdullah Ismail Blushi. Dr. Mastan, can you give Abdullah Ismail Blushi privilege to share, to present?
Yes.
Please.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I will move to the next presentation until, just arranging, but because I think they faced a technical problem, the author.
Yes, Dr. Better, please.
The third paper, authored by Mr. Wafa, Saeed Al-Waili, and Uhud, Musa Al-Breki, and Ikhlas Khalfan Al-Yahyai, and also Dr. Muhammad Azab from CSMI's department. The paper titled Maturity Level of E-Government in Oman. Okay, I will call Mr. Wafa. Saeed, please. Are you ready? Can you present? Please share your screen. Start.
Can you please make me the presenter as I will share the screen and Wafa will be the speaker.
Okay, Wafa. Okay, I will, Dr. Mastan, I will manage this. Okay, I will change. Wafa, okay? Wafa with us? Wafa. Okay, who, Wafa or Uhud or Ikhlas? Please, with someone who, okay, please reply to me. Let's, Wafa, okay, you will, your name is mentioned here that you will present the paper. Are you ready, Wafa?
Yes, I think Wafa is here.
Who is talking, please, now? Ikhlas?
This is Ikhlas. Yeah, I will
Okay.
share my
You
screen.
should introduce yourself, please. Because I'm calling Wafa. You should introduce yourself, please. Ikhlas. So are you ready to present the paper?
Yes, I will only share the screen and Wafa will be the speaker.
Okay. Now I think Dr. Massa already give you change you as a presenter. You can now share your screen. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Please, could you please speak? We can just check that. Okay, there's no issue. There's no problem. We didn't. Okay, we cannot hear your voice. Please.
Wafa, can you please start?
So,
Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. I
Salam.
am talk about my research. This maturity of e-government in Oman. This new terms have emerged with modern technology development, and one of these terms is e-government. It is the use of the internet as a platform to provide government search, and this term's formation has emerged as the government is evolving with the new era of information technology. This This paper discuss three main points. Number one, mainly the electronic stake, and two, the difficult faced by the electronic government in the Sultanate of Oman. And this point number three, this extent of maturity of this electronic government. This another slide, Miss. This government is an online platform that provides service to citizen by the internet will maintain the security and provided nature. And this execution work, we faced a difficulty in this part, and this difficulty was finding an execution work talk about this maturity of e-government in Oman. So we trained to some search that talk about this maturity of government. This search, we found this nature of this state of Saudi Arabia, which is close to the nature of the Sultanate. Tour of the opportunity of the result. Next slide, Miss. This method and finance. Number one, e-government in Sultanate of Oman is one of the future vision that the student has power of the process and development of the Omanis community and the provided the research. And this number two, manifestation development, trust and e-literacy, and provides and security and security. Miss, another slide. This the conclusion, which means to research as a density and more advanced level of the maturity of e-government. This result in the explosions of times and efforts is emitted to the present and help to account grants and take face with the current year. And like how do we managed provision by definition e-government and by the display of information technology between secures and states and egg groups and communication via the internet and social network. This must be an electronic platform that evaluates government service by the internet and show and the maturity of this e-government is a group of strengths. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Mr.
Okay, thank you. Please, if you have any question, please you can ask. Okay, I think there's no question. No questions, I mean. Okay, thank you, Ashwa, sorry, Wafa. We'll move to the next paper. Of e-services, author also by Dr. Muhammad Azzawi, in addition to the name, the students. This paper from CSMI's department also. Please, the presenter, Mr. Musa, please, you can start. We can share also your screen.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ms. Hiba. I'm one of the authors. I help the student in this paper. Unfortunately, the students will not be able to present their paper, so I'll be doing that instead. So can someone give me, please, access to present the paper?
Okay, wait, just click to message and we'll give you, we'll change you to the presenter. So Hiba, you will present the paper, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, the colleagues, right? In the college. Okay, Hiba, you are okay. It's a college, a staff of the college, I mean. And Mr. Musa and Mr. Mu'tasim are students. Okay, you can start.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ms. Hiba Khalid Al-Jaradi. I'm a teacher in the GFP department. I helped the two students, actually the two graduates, to do this paper. The name of the paper is Trust of E-Service. So in the past few years, people were introduced to a much easier, much faster way of dealing with their bills, with their shopping, with their transactions, etc. through online services. In this paper, we introduce the meaning of online services and how they work. However easy and fast these services may seem, some people have still have restrictions and cannot fully trust these services. So we conducted this research through a questionnaire, asking the participants to answer multiple questions about why they use e-services, how they use them, for what are the pros and cons of using e-services for them personally, and whether they fully trust the e-services, or if they have been ever a victim of e-fraud. Okay, so I'll be
sorry
walking.
to interrupt you. I'm sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt you. Could you please and present in full screen the presentation?
It is in full screen. It's not?
No, it's not in full screen.
Okay, just a minute. Is it in full screen now?
Yes, it's fine. Thank you. Continue.
Okay, sorry about that.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll walk you through the outline. I'll talk about the definition of e-services, the pros and cons of e-services from the perspective of the participants, and then I'll be walking you through the research findings. So many sources define e-services as information and communication technologies. It is the idea that the World Wide Web is moving beyond e-business and e-commerce into a new phase where many business service can be provided for a business or consumer using the web. So in simpler words, it is trading products or services conducted via computer networks such as the internet. This is the simpler term for the definition of e-services. Of course, we can see e-services in many different ways: applications, websites, Instagram, Facebook, now that social media came into view. So we asked the participants about the pros and cons, the good things and the bad things of e-services from their perspective, and this is what they answered. So the pros or the good things are the freedom to choose the goods from different parts of the world. They're not restricted only for the places they live in or their country. They have a wider choices. Time saver, they don't have to go shop by shop. They can do it by click of a hand. It helped to globalize retail trading. Traveling delays and pollution are avoided. Of course, pollution is not avoided completely, but at least it is minimized. On the other hand, the participants said that they don't have face-to-face communications with the supplier, so that can create a lot of problems. The internet connection sometimes give them a real bad experience in shopping or doing their exchange, possible credit card fraud, and the final thing is identity theft and losing privacy. So in the findings, we divided them into 5 different categories. First, I'll be telling you about the participants, their age, their gender, what do they work, and then the usage of e-services, what do they use these e-services with for, and then, sorry, the usage of e-service is how often they use e-services, and then what do they use them for. Number 4 is the level of trust, finally, based on gender, age, or occupation. And then we asked them about if they were victims of e-fraud. So the first thing is, these are our participants. 17% were business owners, 25% were employed, and 58% were students. The gender, of course, 49% were male and 51% were females. It was noticed that the majority of the participants use e-services 49% weekly, 27% daily, and 24% monthly. That's how often they use e-services. Here it shows why they use it. So 40%, 42% of them use it for bank transfer. 37% use it for payments such as bills payments and different kind of payments, and then 21% is for documents. Now let's move to the trust of these participants. We found that females trust e-services more. 82% of our participants trust e-services more, and then it's less than the male are 79%. Now, according to their occupation, the employed use e-services more, trust them more by 94%. The business owners 87.5%, and then the students will see that they are less. They trust e-services less, 76%. According to their age difference, those who are in between 26 and 35 of age trust e-services the most. Those who are older than 45 years trust e-services the least, because I'm imagining that they like doing things the old style. So at the end, we asked them if they have ever been victims of fraud, and shockingly, they were. At the end, e-services are becoming a vital part of our world. We cannot ignore that. I understand that some people, according to our research, still have doubts about e-services and do not choose it as an option to pay their bills, and they have their reasons. But in the near future, I imagine that e-services will be the future, and all the old school payment styles will be gone. So that was the research. Thank you and have a nice day.
Okay, thank you, Siba. Please, if you have any question, please raise your hand. Okay. Ready? Okay, no questions. Thank you, Ms. Hiba. We'll move to the paper number 5 in this session. I will call Mr. Yunus Ramahi and Mr. Najib Blushi and Mr. Ibtisam Al-Muqbali. I would call the presenter, Yunus, but the paper actually is titled Security Aspect in Blockchain, authored by 3 students, Yunus Ramhi, Najib, and Ibtisam, and also Dr. Mohammed Azzaw from CSMIS department. Mr. Yunus, please, you can share your screen and you can start. Dr. Mastan now will change you to presenter. So you will be able, to share your screen. Mr. Yunus, can you hear me? Who is going to present this paper? Mr. Yunus or Najib or Ibtisam? Please, someone please reply to me. Again, the paper title Security Aspect in Blockchain. Okay, please, someone should present. Here in the list that I have, Mr. Yunus supposed to present the paper. Please, if you are not, here, and if you are not online, what about Najib, Blushi, and Ibtisam and Muqbali? Are you ready to present your paper? Okay, strange. Okay, we'll go back, if no one available, to paper number 2. Titled The Role of Assistive Technology in Educating Hearing Impaired People, authored by Ashwaq Al-Ma'mari, Aisha Al-Blushi, and Dr. Muhammad Azzawi from CSMI's department. Ashwaq or Aisha, please, someone please reply to me. Are you available? Are you with us?
I am here. Aisha.
Aisha, okay, Aisha. Okay, now
Yeah.
Dr. Mastan will, okay, already changed you to presenter. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Please share your screen and start. Thank you.
Can you see anything?
Not yet.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Blushi. It's my pleasure to be here at this conference. So our research is about assistive technology for people with hearing disabilities.
Okay, still, we cannot see your screen.
Huh?
Your screen is not shown, I mean.
Wait.
Did you share your screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Nothing shown here.
Can you see or nothing? Wait.
Nothing shown.
Sorry, they shared. I don't know why.
Aisha, if you are unable to share your PowerPoint presentation, you can send it to me to my email. I can share it from my side.
Okay. Ashwaq, can you hear me?
Yes, Mr.
Okay. Could
I'm
you please
here.
could you please send presentation to Dr. Mastan? Your presentation now. So please send it to Dr. Mastan, your presentation. Or if Aisha with us, if she can try also, she can try, I mean, to share her screen. Aisha. Ashwaq, did you send your presentation to Dr. Mastan? Please inform us.
Yes.
No. Ashwaq, okay, I will give you.
She sent it. She sent it. Just
Okay.
1 minute.
Now, Dr. Mastan will share your presentation. Just a few seconds.
I'm share a
Please.
presentation.
Okay, please be ready. Just a few seconds. You will share your presentation. Please stop sharing your screen. Stop your sharing your screen, please. Okay, now we can start.
Assistive technology for people with hearing disabilities. Can we go to the next? Unfortunately, the focus of educational technology was mainly on general education. However, the establishment of social organization for people with disabilities and development of regulation, the technology focus has started to include special education. Nowadays, the number of people with disabilities and demand for technology in their education is increasing. Deaf people are considered as one of the most important classes of disabilities as their number is increasing in most societies.
Hello everyone, my name is Ashwaq. I am MIS student, so I will complete it. The research is performed to answer that question. What are the tools used in the education of deaf people? The second question, to how extent special education schools use these tools? The fourth question, how benefits in the modern technology for deaf people? The fourth question, does modern technology have a negative impact to deaf students? Thank you.
Next slide, please. So we published our course questionnaire for school in deaf school students, for teachers and students. The result shows that both of teacher and student have positive thoughts regarding of effectiveness of modern technology tools in education. For instance, teachers think that technology tools facilitates the process of delivering information to deaf students. In fact, students develop the better understanding with the aid of technology. It's back.
There are many technologies that are specifically designed to help people with hearing problems, such as technologies to enhance that listening ability of the system, confirmed audio, technology to transmit information, technologies for seeing language recognitions, goals,
So, can we go to the conclusion? The last slide, please. In conclusion, from both of the literature review and survey questionnaire, found that the use of modern technology is essential for education of deaf students. Deaf students should be supplied with special educational curricula for technologies that suits their situation. Development of deaf individuals with the normal people is also found to be important. The outcomes of survey were positive in terms of possibility of implementing modern tools to schools, as most students were found to be considerably involved with the technology. Thank you for listening. Any question?
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, Aisha. Please, if you have any question, you can ask. Okay. Please, if you have any question, please raise your hand. Okay, thank you, Aisha. And we'll move to the last paper in this session. We'll try to call. I think Tissam may be with us. Tissam Al-Muqbali. The paper title Security Aspect in Blockchain. Tissam, can you hear me? Tissam or Yunus Ramhi or Najib Al-Blushi? Okay, so we'll reschedule it, maybe in the later session. Now, just to conclude this session, 4 papers presented in this session. The first paper titled Framework for E-commerce with Application to Online Auctions, authored by Mr. Tariq Busaid and Dr. Hazem Muqdadi. By the way, all these papers from CSMIS department belong to CSMIS track, And the second paper also presented title, the role of assistive technology in educating hearing impaired people, authored by Ashwaq Al-Ma'mari and Aisha Al-Blushi, and also Dr. Muhammad Azawi. Third paper, title Maturity Level of E-Government in Oman, authored by Wafa Wiley and Uhud Breaki and Ikhlas Yahyai, and also Dr. Muhammad Azawi. And the last paper presented today, fourth paper, titled Trust of E-Services, authored by Mr. Musa Tarshi and Mu'tasim Subhi and Ms. Hiba Jarradi and also Dr. Muhammad Al-Azam. Okay, thank you all. Also, if you'd like to ask any question, please, or related to any paper, you can ask.